My name is Janelle Pica. I am a Beyond Organic health coach, and today what we're going to be talking about is, well, what exactly that means. First, just to keep you guys on par with legality here, Beyond Organic health coach does not mean, and I mean does not mean, please understand that, is not the same thing as a certified nutritionist. I'm saying that because I actually did have an experience where somebody was really harping me about it, and you want to be clear that you tell people that you are not a certified nutritionist. With that aside, let's talk about what the Beyond Organic Health Coaching Program is. The certification is designed entirely to educate you on the company Beyond Organic as well as the product line of the food that they have there. You will learn about the values of Beyond Organic and the nutritional values of the food. This isn't just corporate jargon. I know you think like Beyond Organic Health Coach, like am I just going to be like this business-oriented marketer type of thing? No. You are also going to learn a lot about the biology and chemistry behind whole foods, which is awesome if you're a nerd like me. You'll also learn about some other companies that Beyond Organic is partnered with in terms of community outreaches and things like that. So it's a truly unique certification program. This is designed to give you everything you need to know about Beyond Organic as a company, and again, in terms of what they have with the food there. This is also going to give you a lot of information if you are currently a mission marketer to really, educate your prospects or educate your other members on your team. You'll learn just how nutritionally dense the food is, and it's going to make you more prepared to make a case for these products being the best that they are out on the market with your prospects. Beyond Organic University program is actually a distance learning program. And it's going to give you the title of health coach. You will have access to the university if you are a business builder, so I highly recommend you get that. And you'll have access to 2 codes for that, so you get one for yourself and then some other lucky mission marketer. Choose them wisely because you want somebody that's really highly motivated. That's going to help your business. And remember, if you help somebody else out, that helps you. So keep that in mind. With the title of health coach, you'll have a higher standing on what I like to call the Beyond Organic food chain. Your average mission marketer is not going to have access to this information. Should you complete the certification, and you should complete the certification, the knowledge that you're going to gain is going to make you a much more versatile marketer. Plus, the information is just plain interesting. I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't want to learn about nutrition these days? I mean, if you're in the industry like I am, I'm a little bit of a foodie. So, now there is a final exam associated with the certification process, and having taken the exam myself, I can tell you, it's not easy. It really isn't. It's not easy at all. And I'm not saying that to scare you, but what I am saying is take your studying seriously. Treat it like a college course or a graduate level class here, because there is a lot of information you're going to have to go over. You're going to be tested on Beyond Organic company information, so like how did it begin, what's the purpose of it, where is it going in the future. You're also going to learn about the biology of food, so I'm talking what are the makeups of proteins, fats, carbohydrates, how do they function with your body, how are they going to fuel your body if you are really, really active. I do kettlebells, for example, so that type of information is very important for me. And again, just study hard. Trust me, you're going to thank me for that in the future. You don't want to get into a situation where I wasn't having to go halfway back through your exam because you just weren't paying attention. There's a lot of information there, but 200 pages worth of stuff there, so take it seriously. Now, moving on, there are 5 major areas of study with the Beyond Organic certification process. So section 1 is Jordan's family, and in this section you're going to learn about the foundation of Beyond Organic, and you're going to learn about how Jordan's victory over Crohn's disease led him actually into his first company of Garden of Life. Then it talks about how he was basically destined within his own family lineage to live kind of a whole foods diet himself, and how that really inspired him to take a Garden of Life and pursue into a whole foods industry and make his company Beyond Organic. Second section is the 10 Beyond Organic standards you can count on, and I like to call those the the 10 commandments of Beyond Organic, but basically 10 staples that you need to know about the company. You'll learn everything from what they feed the cattle, why the term green-fed is more appropriate than grass-fed in terms of how they feed their cattle there. You'll learn about why letting the cattle roam on free ranges is important. You'll learn about genetically modified organisms, and at the end of the day, the biblical processing methods, which is kind of neat, that go into making the product lines for Beyond Organic and why that's really important. In the Change Your Diet section, you are going to learn everything about the food and what goes into it nutritionally in terms of, like, you know, the protein values, all that fun stuff with the product line. Now, this is the section, and I'm speaking from personal experience, that you must, absolutely must, notice my facial expressions here. You must. I'm not kidding. Take diligent notes. This is going to cover everything in terms of biology and chemistry, as well as some interesting bits on food politics. You're going to learn about the biological and chemical properties of whole foods to provide optimal nutrition to your body. You'll also learn about our current food industry, what's wrong with it, and how a Whole Foods localized food market is actually better for us, both for the environment, for the community, and for your own body's sake. And you'll also learn about why whole natural foods are important in comparison to conventional foods. And you'll also learn about how our current industrialized system made it ever more difficult to get local food for us, which is very interesting and kind of sad, actually. So pay attention to that. 3 fun facts that I learned from the Beyond Organic University. The first one being about dairy, which tends to get a lot of flack. People don't know if dairy is good or bad anymore. But I'm here to tell you it's awesome. So Beyond Organic makes raw dairy in the form of cheese, or the raw milk product that's kind of like kefir, only 5 million times better, called Amasi. And what you need to keep in mind with raw dairy is that it's going to be really, really high in CLA, vitamins A, B, C, and probiotics, which are great for your gut and your immune system. Also, if you are lactose intolerant like me, I actually am lactose intolerant, you will find that you actually will not have a problem with raw dairy 99% of the time. There's probably only one other person I know that still had an issue. But there's actually a live enzyme in there called lactase, foodie nerd knowledge, that actually helps you break down the lactose. And just so you know, there's very little lactose, if at all, in raw dairy, because it's not going to be affected by any homogenization processes or anything like that. And also the inflammatory protein casein is almost negligible in raw dairy, so it's really not going to be of a nuisance to you. It's going to be awesome for you. Second thing that I learned is that sitting kills you. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I was shocked by this. I know a lot of people that work desk jobs. For every hour that you sit, actually, or for every 2 hours, excuse me, that you sit, your risk of heart disease and diabetes goes up 7%. That is not a joke. So factor in and do the math, considering most people have a sit-down desk job for 8 hours a day. This is very frightening, don't you think? And finally, the necessity of organic farming. The Environmental Protection Agency has run a study, and it says that about 60% of herbicides, 90% of all fungicides, and 30% of insecticides actually are very damaging to the human body. And it damages the human body on a cellular level. What that means is all of your cells that make up your body are being affected every time that you do not eat food that is organically, locally produced. And that's kind of a big deal, considering you need your cells to function. So please take that seriously. And that's it. Those are my fun facts.